This is his girl here. I just thought I would share one of the dreams that I had between 2009 and 2012. I had a series of dreams that I believe had messages not just for me, but for other people as well. And especially if you're a reader of the Bible or one who believes in Yeshua and tries to follow him. So I dreamed that I was a bridesmaid at somebody's wedding, not anybody I knew, not anyone I knew in real life. So I was a bridesmaid, and we were attending the rehearsal dinner. And we went and we did our rehearsal, and then a guy came and said, okay, you're ready, but before we have the dinner, you have to go outside and clean up the parking lot. And this was a nice little kind of a, not that much of a country church, but shaped like your traditional white clapboard church with the steeple at the front. And there was a nice paved parking lot outside. But when I went outside, there were piles of refuse, kind of like what you would see at the Fresh Kills dump in Staten Island, but they weren't that high. They were as high as the church, though. So there were like many piles of refuse scattered in the parking lot, and they looked like the refuse you'd see at the Fresh Kills dump, but just smaller, more church-sized instead of like humongous mountains. And there were some wheelbarrows there, and I picked up the wheelbarrow, and I was like, okay. And so I headed to the nearest pile, and then I noticed that none of the other people were helping. And it was odd, but I just, went ahead and got to work, and then I woke up. And when I woke up, I was thinking how odd it was, and I knew the piles of refuse were not mine. They belonged to the church. So I took it as these are things that the body of Christ, these small church-sized piles of refuse, represented things that the body of Christ has to clean up in their walk with him or in their lives. And I don't know why no one was helping, but I'm just going to say that, if everyone is doing, and a lot of ministers are preaching on this now, but there's a dream just to help confirm what the ministers are preaching, to, take stock and take account of your day, daily, and in walking out that word moment by moment, in even the hard parts, and if there's stuff that you've struggled with for years, like you have to cut it off. And some of the other dreams I had, they tell why you have to cut it off. And now's the time to do it. Now's the time to do it worldwide. And that's all. I hope everybody has a blessed evening and happy Shabbat.